So sorry.
So just run into Kelvin. Kelvin, how many marathons will this be today?
This is 142.
142.
Wow.
And your plan is?
As ever, finish.
Finish. Just remind us, Kelvin, your marathon PB is?
242, John.
242, and how many seconds?
5.
Oh dear. Mine's 10. So it's now, it's gone 8:15. We're in the sunken gardens of Trafford Town Hall. How does it feel?
Nervous. So the white wave runners have gone through, and now this is the red A runners making their way to the start.
Come on, guys. Let's get in.
We'll find out in a minute before we come.
Love the chase and the hunt. I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm
Here I am, about 4 miles in to the city of Manchester. As you can see from my face, I'm starting to look concerned. I was feeling quite uncomfortable at this stage, and I have to say, I was starting to feel worried about whether I'd be able to complete the Manchester Marathon.
You're gonna be hurting bad, cause I've been to hell and back. You don't wanna make me mad, I stay strong. You will never see me crack, and if you get in my way, you're gonna feel the wrath. Gotta say it to my face while he's looking back. Mirror breaks after math, when I hate, I attack. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. 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 Don't be scared. Just get me up. Don't be scared.
So not to be, unfortunately.
No, that ends Manchester 2023 for me. Unfortunately, when I woke up this morning, my calves didn't feel right. Then out on the course, I started and I just felt like I had cramp all the time in my calves. So when I got to 3 miles, I thought, this isn't feeling good, but run the mile you're in, hopefully it'll ease off, because that's what happens occasionally. but I haven't felt like that actually in a marathon before. I can only think it's to do with what I drank yesterday. I drank a lot of electrolytes, which in all honesty I've never, I guess is something new. I've not taken so many on board in the past. So I don't know if it's caused fluid retention in my calves, but that's what it feels like. So
That's the only explanation we can think of at present.
yeah, so yes, sorry guys, and yeah, I guess it's just back to the drawing board at the minute. I'm just a little bit shocked that I've DNF'd in a marathon, but that's the way it is, isn't it? Sometimes you win them, well, you win some, you lose some, and today I've lost.
So here we are back in Penistone. It's just around 2 o'clock. We're still checking the app, waiting for other people we know to finish. But in the words of the New Order song Blue Monday, which was playing during parts of that marathon, how does it feel?
Disappointing. Having done just under 900 miles, many of them on this trail over the last 4 months. You do everything you can, you give, you make sacrifices, and you turn up on the day, and as Matt Rees, the Welsh runner, says, you roll the dice. I rolled the dice, and today was not my day. Right from the off, my calves felt like they were going into spasm. It was almost like they felt like they were going to cramp, but they didn't cramp. I felt that from the beginning. By 3 miles it was still there, and I kept saying to myself, run the mile you're in. Maybe once your body starts to adapt to everything, it'll sort of disappear. But by the time I got to 10k, it was still there, and I knew that I was not going to get to 18 miles feeling like that. So, as we say, I went out. I had no idea it was going to turn out like this. You don't. You go with a positive mindset. You're going to do it. I had in my head, let's go. We're going to do it. I'm calm. I'm very experienced at the marathon. But it's a beast, and the marathon can take anybody, and today it was my turn, so you win some, you lose some.
Well, it wasn't just your turn. I was tracking a lot of YouTubers who have been following. I know some will be extremely delighted with their performances. Well done, Sam. Well done, Donato. And I know some of you will be a little bit very disappointed with the way it turned out. It's just a cruel, cruel beast, the marathon.
Yeah. And we just don't take it for granted, do we? But we come back, don't we? And we do it again and again and again.
I think as young Cole says, if it was easy, it wouldn't be worth doing.
No, exactly. I mean, I've had good ones, I've had fantastic marathons. And I have to say, even though today I DNF'd, I was enjoying the first bit. If only I didn't have the problems, I know I would have enjoyed it. But it wasn't the pace. The pace was spot on. In fact, I was conservative with pace.
Yes, I spoke in the last video about doing the trainings half the battle and then breaking the rest of it into thirds. And I think, in my experience and yours, where it can really go wrong is that third, that is the week before the marathon.
Yeah.
Spending too much time on the feet, being too busy at work, thinking, I'm not training, I'm going to paint the spare bedroom or start doing this other exercise I haven't done before. I'm going to eat too much, eat too little, drink too much, drink too little. It's so difficult that last week up to when the starting gun goes. In my experience, that's where marathons are won or lost.
So I'm sorry it's not the marathon finale that many of you sent me good wishes for, but as I said, I'll be back.
Yes, we do have other plans which we'll be unveiling in the next couple of videos. You can't keep a good man or a good woman down when it comes to running. We've been around the game long enough to know you're not just as good as your last race, so...
I hope not. So we hope that you enjoy some of the scenes that you see in this video of other people in the marathon. And I just want to say well done to all of you today who are out there. You were brilliant. Whether you got what you wanted or not, you did what you could, and that's what it's about. Okay, so...
What I would like to say though, and what's particularly pleasing, putting our coaching hats on, is the two runners we've been coaching towards the Manchester Marathon absolutely did themselves and us proud today. Well done, Rihanna, first ever marathon, 3:46, what a fantastic time. And Chloe, PB, and within the London Marathon, good for age qualification. Well done you, really got to. We did have our worries looking at the tracker, that things were starting to fall, the wheels were starting to fall off, but you rallied it round and got in those fantastic times, so well done you two, proud coaches. So we hope you've enjoyed this video. Hope you've enjoyed watching it, probably more than Dawn enjoyed making it today. If you have, please give it a like. If you are new to the channel or want to see what happens next after this setback, please do subscribe. So until next time, keep on keeping on.
Keep on keeping on.